Hi guys, thought I'd do a quick review of my Stihl KM94RC. We got this last year, it's a 2016 model. I believe there's a new version, the 2017, which is the CE, but I'm not sure what the differences are. But this is a 24cc 1.2 brake horsepower Stihl combi engine, which fits all of their combi attachments. It's advertised on Stihl's website for £360, but I don't think we paid that. I think you can probably get it for under £300, something like that, or even less second hand. But we got this one last year when we decided we needed a strimmer unit and a long reach hedge cutter unit. Initially we were looking at the Titan and the Mountfield multi-tool systems, but though they come with pole chainsaws, extension things, brush cutter, strimmer head and lots of other accessories for about £200, we in the end decided to go for this one because though it's more expensive and we only got the strimmer head and the hedge cutter head with it, it's much lighter. This comes in at 4 kilos compared to a lot of the other ones which are more like 5 kilos. The Titan's about 5 kilos and some of the other Stihl ones are 5 kilos, some of them are a little bit more than 5 kilos. So you know that you really notice the difference in the weight. When you're using this every day, you want something that's going to make your life easier, not harder. And certainly I haven't regretted getting this one at all. It works really nicely and it's really quite light. Right, to start it, it's got a nice system on this one. Prime it a few times like normal and then put in the choke, which is an automatic choke. Just push in and twist, which is great because I'm always getting confused whether I've choked them or not, even though I should really know, I'm a gardener. And then put it a few times, pull start here. Usually starts after about 3 pulls. Give it a little second on choke and then press that and the choke is automatically disengaged and then you're away. With this particular engine, it can take a while to get going, to really get up to full power, so it's worth just, especially if it's the first time you started it for the day, just leave it for a couple of minutes just to warm up and then you won't have a problem with it at all. And then this one also got this nice off switch. A lot of the other Stihl ones come with a sliding system which you've got start, stop thingy. It just, you know, this is just so much easier. You carry on and then you just stop and that stops it, and then you know you go through the starting procedure again. But it's also got this variable speed trigger which just adjusts where this can go up. So if we minus it, it can it just changes where it can go, which again, if you're doing hedge cutting or strimming, the tendency of over revving or revving up and then revving down, whereas this just means that you can grab hold of it, get it in that good point where you've got enough power but you're not absolutely ragging the engine, and then you can just, away you go, and it just helps to, you know, save a bit of fuel and keep the noise down and save a bit of wear and tear on the engine. So I really like those two features on this particular one. As I say, the engine's 24cc and it puts out plenty of power for hedge cutting and strimming. If you are doing some heavy strimming and brush cutting, you're probably going to want a bigger one, but you know, it's not really designed for that. And equally, if you're using a pole chainsaw on this, it really doesn't have enough power to do that. It will do it, but I don't even think Stihl recommend it, so probably best not to get one of the bigger Stihl 4-mix ones. Is probably a better idea for that. So there are a few negatives, I suppose. This fuel cap, I prefer this one to their other flip one, which always just breaks and gets annoying, but the positioning of it is a little bit difficult to get fuel into it. I find that someone has to hold it to give yourself the angle to pour it in, and equally with the fuel tank right at the bottom there, it can be a little bit tricky to get an idea. It often sort of gives a false level, so it looks like it's full. You go up the top of the ladder and then you realise it's not full. But apart from those 2 points, it is probably the best KombiEngine that Stihl do, certainly in my opinion, and I don't regret spending a little bit extra on getting it. So that's the Stihl KM94RC. Bye for now.